Jimmy Garoppolo. Albert Breer says he can work a contract with teams. Great. Do you think the 49ers should – well, what do you think of that? And what do you think of the fact that the Niners might pick up some of his salary to facilitate a trade?
Man, okay. So first of all, with the Albert Breer comment, that was some news, right? It wasn't as good as, hey, Jimmy Garoppolo and his team can work out a trade. But if you listen to what Shanahan said last week, that they're working together to try to get something done. And this definitely pushes that story forward from the other side of things, saying, hey, yes, Jimmy does certainly have some cachet here to work things out with other teams as far as a contract goes. That's fantastic. So it was good to hear that about a week after we had heard the rest of the Jimmy Garoppolo news. But I keep hearing that the 49ers might have to eat some salary if they're willing to move on from Jimmy Garoppolo. Absolutely under zero circumstances am I eating any of that money.
Thank you. Are you kidding me?
It cannot
Absolutely
happen.
not.
No. It can't, Grant, because you get to save so much money if you are able to roll that money over. It's the mistake that they avoided last offseason. They could have rolled the money over. So if you stay under the cap this year, you essentially get to double your money up. You have to take all that money and run. If you have to cut him instead of eating, I don't know, $12 million to get a 4th round pick or a 3rd round pick, you cut Jimmy Garoppolo. You save that money. It's more important than anything that you can get in round 3 or round 4. In my opinion, there is no way that you eat a single dime of that contract, period.
I hope they understand that. I hope they get that, and I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt that they do. I'm just going to say that. But what Albert Breer said about Jimmy G working on a contract with other teams, yeah, I mean, obviously, right? No one's going to trade for 1 year of Jimmy Garoppolo at $27 million. That's insane. So any team that might even consider trading for Jimmy Garoppolo is like, okay, but we want to extend your contract and make it more feasible. And that's why I can't get my brain around the idea that this is going to happen. Because what team wants 3 years of Jimmy? 3?
That's what it's going to take, right? Yeah, you're right about that.
What team wants that? No team. But again, no team wants 1 year of Jimmy. No team wants 3 years of Jimmy. I'm lost. It seems to me the Niners have to cut him so he can sign somewhere as a backup for a while and work himself up from there.
Yeah, and I think that's most likely to happen. But let's go through it just real quick, because I think the consensus is the only team that would be even remotely interested would be the Panthers, I guess. But what about Cleveland? If Deshaun Watson is suspended all year, I mean, this man just picked up a 23rd allegation. If he gets suspended all year, are they really going to roll with Brissett? Is that the answer? Jimmy's got to be better than Brissett. I don't know if he's refusing to play for him, Grant, but I don't know if that's salvageable.
Is Baker the least popular player in the league? Baker doesn't have a lot of support. He might want to strap it up and play. I'm just saying. I don't know. Maybe maybe
it's a possibility, right? It's a possibility. OBJ, well, it's never good when OBJ asks to leave Cleveland and then is like, well, I'll come back if Watson's going to be the quarterback. Like, I'm cool coming back there. I liked Cleveland. I just didn't like Baker Mayfield. That's never a good indictment.
I remain skeptical of this Jimmy Garoppolo market. He could change his contract. I don't see why any team would want to commit themselves to Jimmy. Everyone says Carolina, sure, man. I mean, how desperate do you got to be? I don't know. I guess. But it's
they're desperate. I got to admit, Carolina's pretty desperate, right? But if the writing's on the wall that there's no other team that's even remotely interested in Jimmy Garoppolo, you're just bidding against yourself for what? Like, why? Why are you bidding against yourself?
Yeah, think like their owner. You're sort of on the fence with Matt Rule. If he doesn't get to the playoffs, you're firing him. Are you going to let him trade for Jimmy Garoppolo and extend his contract? So you're stuck with Jimmy even if you fire Matt Rule, and you're just getting Matt Rule to save Matt. You're just getting Jimmy Garoppolo to save Matt Rule's job.
True.
No. I wouldn't let him do that. Matt, excuse me, David Tepper. What's that guy's name that owns?
I have no idea who owns the Panthers.
Whoever owns the Panthers, don't let Matt Rule trade for Jimmy Garoppolo. That would be crazy.
Yeah, that's
Quality control. Hashtag.
Hashtag quality control for every team in the league, apparently. Grant Cohn.
Don't do that.